Om Namo Devaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरञ्जस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकये चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपगदामह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन्न वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सगन रघुनाथान्वितं तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगन ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिविकास स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाशादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। प्रेयर टू श्रीमद् भागवतम। सर्वशास्त्राद्भि पीयूषा सर्ववेदैक सत्फला सर्वसिद्धान्तरत्नाढ्य सर्वलोकैक दृक्पृता सर्वभागवत प्राण श्रीमद्भागवत प्रभो कलिद्वन्द्वोदितादित्य श्रीकृष्ण परिवर्तित परमानंद पाठाय प्रेम वक्षाक्षराय ते सर्वदा सर्वसेव्याय श्रीकृष्णाय नमोस्तुमे। मथेक बंधो मत्संगिन मद्गुरो मन्महादन मन्निस्तारक मद्भाग्य मदानंद नमोस्तुमे। असाधु साधु ददायिन् अधिनोच्चताकरा अनामुञ्च कदाचिन् मां प्रेम्णा हृत्कण्ठयोस्फुरा। Translation: O Srimad Bhagavatam, O nectar churned from the ocean of all Vedic scriptures, you are the most prominent transcendental fruit of the Vedas and are enriched with the jewels of all philosophical conclusions. You grant spiritual vision to all people of the world and are very like breath of the Vaishnava devotees. O Lord, you are the sun which has arisen to dispel the darkness of Kali Yuga. Actually, you are Lord Krishna who has returned among us. O Srimad Bhagavatam, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. By your recitation, one attains transcendental bliss because your syllables shower down pure love of God. You are to be served by everyone always, for you are an incarnation of Lord Krishna. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O my only friend, companion, and teacher, O my great wealth and deliverer, O my good fortune and bliss, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, O Srimad Bhagavatam. O bestower of saintliness to the unsaintly, O uplifter of the most fallen, please never leave me. Accompanied by pure love of Krishna, please manifest yourself in my heart and throat. Hare Krishna, we are continuing the prayers from Bhagavatam. So after killing Hiranyakashipu, Lord Narasimhadev is very angry, so all the demigods are praying. Last week we have seen up to 7th canto, 8th chapter, 40th verse, 40 to 45 we have seen. Now we will see from 46. We will read the verses, then we will go for explanation. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So we are continuing with the prayers of the demigods. So first of all, we should understand who are these demigods. Demigods are mixed devotees. They are not pure devotees, but definitely nice devotees. They are because they always depend on Supreme Lord. So whenever they face problems, they surrender to the Lord, and then Lord solves their problem. Now their problem is solved, so they are now again thanking the Lord. So devotees have this nature, like when they pray, they express their gratitude to the Lord. And any devotee, when they pray, as I told you, they understand the supremacy of the Lord and their inferior nature of themselves. So this should be taken by everyone. Like when we pray, we should understand how small we are and how big Krishna is. So here, practically Krishna exhibited, Lord exhibited that. If you see Narasimhadev, he was huge. And when he was huge, Hiranyakashipu was like a wasp. It is described like that. He was so small. So devotees can relate this in their prayers. In reality also, we are very small and he is very big. Lord is very, very big and we are very small. Though we have that qualitatively, we are all one. Qualitatively, the Jiva and the Lord are one. But what matters is the quantity. He is quantitatively huge and big. So all these demigods, they know everything. As because they are addicted, they have a longing to rule over the material world. They are awarded different positions in this material world. From this Leela, we can understand, we can have a lot of idea that how heavenly positions are very temporary. Because Hiranyakashipu disturbed their life. Though they are devotees, though they are employed by the Lord himself. Like if you see the Prajapatis, they are the progenitors, they are the Manus. We calculate the yugas with Manus, you know. This many Manus come means this yuga, like that the calculation is there. So Manus are very important personalities in the activities of the universe. But their life is also disturbed. So that means we understand so many things from this pastime. Like this material world is always disturbed. However powerful one may be, or however wealth, or however opulence one may have, they may be demigods also. So this also shows us even demigods have problems in this material world. What to speak of ordinary human beings like us? So definitely, demigods are fully surrendered to the Lord. Now, Vidyadhara's our first prayer is like we have done until 45. So 46, verse 46. The Vidyadharas are praying. The inhabitants of Vidyadhara Loka prayed, "Oh, our acquired power to appear and disappear in various ways according to varieties of meditation was banned by that foolish Hiranyakashipu because of his pride in his superior bodily strength and his ability to conquer others." So this is the nature of material world. So sometimes some people may be having upper hand. So here Hiranyakashipu was literally the king of the world, 3 worlds, because he did tapasya like that. So if somebody does pious activity and a lot of punya and tapasya, then they become powerful. Once money, power comes, then it changes their mind. So that's why devotees pray, "Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye, mama janmani, janmanishware, bhavatad bhaktirahaitu kirtivai." All these things, janam, dhanam, yasham means yash, what do you say? You get fame. All this name, fame, money, all these things pollute the mind. That's why devotees pray that we don't want all these things. Please don't give us these things. When a crying child, if a child is very much crying, then the mother distract the child by giving some toys, right? So that she can be peaceful. But if the child is really crying, throwing out all the toys, then the mother has to come and lift the child. So the point here is, if a devotee wants Krishna alone, then they cry, cry, cry. Our movement itself, it is said that crying movement. Why? We don't want anything in this material world. We want only Krishna. That is what taught to us. We should cry until we get him. So we don't want any toys of this material world, which are all temporary, which they are describing. The demigods are describing. Because the power they add, the wealth they add, they're appearing. This Vidyadharas are saying that they can appear and disappear. That is a siddhi. That is a power, mystic power. So in the upper planetary systems, they have automatically mystic powers. They need not acquire. Like Hiranyakashipu acquired it. But all the demigods who are there residing in different lokas, they didn't acquire. That was there with them. Like if somebody in earthly planets, if they want some siddhi, like if they want to take anything from anywhere, if they want to cover the minds of different people, all these things are siddhis. They have to work hard to get that powers, the mystical powers. But in heavenly planets, that is given automatically. Once somebody goes to heavenly planets by their pious deeds, and they get all these things automatically. They need not do any tapasya and all. But that too is temporary, because if such a powerful person like Hiranyakashipu conquers the whole universe, then you lose it. That's what they are saying. Because he was pride of his bodily strength, he conquered us. So now you killed him like an animal. In other descriptions, it is said that the Lord smashed him like a wasp, like a small insect, how it is smashed by a big animal. So he was smashed by the Lord like that. So as I said before also, the Lord was so huge and Hiranyakashipu was so small. Even if you can see in the pictures also, you can see that in some picture, Hiranyakashipu is below even his lotus feet of the Lord. That much they have painted Hiranyakashipu and Lord Narasimhadev. So I remember one incident happened when they installed Lord Narasimhadev here. So in Mayapur, Lord Narasimhadev is very, very beautiful, very nice. And there was a big pastime which we will describe later. So when they wanted to, when they discussed with the sculptor to Stapati to make Hiranyakashipu, the Stapati told that Hiranyakashipu, Lord Narasimhadev's deity should be so many times greater than the deity of Prahlad Maharaj. Means he was so huge. When he appeared on this earth, he was from the earth. When he appeared, he was not. The pastime happened in the heavenly planets. So the form was so huge that Prahlad, Hiranyakashipu were like mosquitoes. That's why even the demigods got so scared. So the Stapati told the devotee, Atma Tattva Prabhu, that Narasimhadev should be maybe 10, 15 times more than Prahlad Maharaj. Somehow they compromised. Prahlad Maharaj, in this altar, Prahlad Maharaj is not so small, but definitely small. So this shows that in reality, Lord is very big and we are very small. When we pray, we should keep this in mind. Then we understand, we surrender to him. So they are eternally offering our respectful obeisances. These words, Bhagavatam is nectar. So it is said that Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. See, we should not stop Bhagavat Sevaya, means reading Bhagavatam in one definition. No. It is Nityam. So paying obeisances to the Lord is also Nityam. Not that today I go to temple, then tomorrow I forget. Today I pray to the Lord, tomorrow I sleep off, I don't do. Not like that. So we have to become like that. Our prayers, our devotion is Nityam, not temporary. It is Nityam. When we become Nityam, Nitya devotee, then we can go home back to Godhead. Otherwise, this is not awarded. Even if we are awarded, like for example, some narrations say that Hiranyakashipu went to Vaikuntha. Of course, he didn't go to the spiritual world, but there is a spiritual world. A small part of it is there in universe also, in this material universe also. We see that milk ocean, which is described in the 5th canto. There Lord is residing. Also, when he has to maintain this universe, for that he has a small Vaikuntha here also. So Hiranyakashipu went to that part, not to the real Goloka Vrindavan, not to the spiritual world. So he went there because he did so much. He can go anywhere. So he went there, but he couldn't take the darshan of the Lord. Unfortunately, he went there, but he couldn't see. Because Lord is everywhere. If a devotee wants to take darshan of the Lord, Lord will show his form to him. If a sincere devotee is meditating on the Lord, Lord appears in his heart. He can see the darshan of the Lord. But Hiranyakashipu couldn't do it, even though after he visited Vaikuntha. He went to his place, but he couldn't see him. So that is the point, that if we are not Nityam, if we don't become like ever I become a devotee, in that mood, if we don't come, if we don't cultivate ourselves, if we don't get purified, it's not possible for us to go back home, back to Godhead. So that's why, to go back home, back to Godhead, how many percentage you need to have? 100%. 100% ever. Then only we will be awarded this. Otherwise, this is not possible. And I was meditating on this, that many people, they said that unless the Lord shows his mercy, we will not achieve Godhead, achieve the love of Godhead. Many people, they say like this. But the strong point is, the Lord is Samoham Sarvabhuteshu. He is equal to everyone. He definitely wants us to be back with him. He definitely wants to give himself to us. He is perfect. We cannot criticize him. We cannot blame him. We cannot say that I am trying, he is not helping. That cannot be said. His position, his love is pure and it is there. The same point with our spiritual master also. Many times situation happens that I have seen disciples criticizing the spiritual master. Spiritual master and Supreme Personality of Godhead, both are same. They never want us to be degraded, or they don't do any harm to us. If we understand this point, then we will make our endeavor perfect. We should keep on trying. Definitely it is difficult, but we have to keep on trying and understand that I am not ready to go. It is not that he is not merciful. I am not ready to go. This point, if we understand, then we will keep on trying. And by seeing this, that the individual is trying, then Krishna gives us the intelligence so that we will reach him. That's why Satatam Kirtayanto Mam. So by seeing that devotee who is satatam, always kirtaniya, always doing kirtan, then he will make sure that he gives us the intelligence. Dadami buddhi yogam tam. He gives us the intelligence. With that, we will reach him. Okay. So next verse, Naga Uchuhu. The Nakaloka, the inhabitants of Nakaloka, the most sinful Hiranyakashipu, took away all the jewels on our hoods and all our beautiful wives. Now, since his chest has been pierced by your nails, you are the source of all pleasures to our wives. Thus, we together offer our respectful obeisances unto you. Prabhupada is writing such a wonderful purport. If you see, you'll be astonished. No one is peaceful if his wealth and wife are forcibly taken away. No one can be peaceful if we don't have wealth. And if it is taken away, if we have and if it is taken away. All the inhabitants of Nagaloka, which is situated below the earthly planetary systems, were in great anxiety because their wealth had been taken and their wives kidnapped by Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu means gold and bed. So any person who has acquired such a power and opulence definitely will do all this nonsense. Because here the point is to enjoy more and more, more and more, more and more. So in this material world, we have heard that heavenly planets are above. But there are some subterranean heavenly planets down also, below the earth. We thought that they are Narakalokas. No, they are heavenly planets where Bali Maharaj also went. There are different Narakalokas where people are punished. But this kind of some heavenly planets are also down. How? But they are all dark. They are not illuminating like upper planetary systems. The description is there in 5th canto. We are only studying prayers. That's why we are not going through all those things. So these planets are illuminating by the jewels with them. So Nakaloka is one such place, which we saw the same, this Nakaloka in Mahabharata also, where Bhima went there and he meets some personality there and, gain his strength. And so this Nagas, they have some very valuable gems on their hoods. That was taken by Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu is not an ordinary. He was very powerful person, very powerful person. So he had the power to conquer everybody, demigods, you see. So Prabhupada is writing, if somebody's wealth is taken off by force, then they are not peaceful. So this is the condition of demigods. As I told you in the beginning itself, the demigods are mixed devotees. If wealth is taken from devotees' life, they are not worried about it. But if somebody is mixed, then, they are worried. They are insecure. That's why such kind of people, such kind of souls, living entities, they are here also. They are continuously live here. Like in heavenly planets or subterranean heavenly planets, they keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Their life is here is very long. Unless they come to the point that I don't want to be here, I want to go out. Until then, they will be placed here and different, maybe Indra, Chandra, Prajapatis, maybe the Nagas, Kinnaras, Gandharvas. So they come here, like that. They may have a long life, very long life. But very long life, no devotee wants it in this material world. Oh, we came here, finish our job, go back home, back to garden. We have enough. We have done our karmic reactions. Now it is time for us to go back home. But this go back home is not easy, as I told you, unless we become 100%, unless we become really desiring, really determined, then we may held up in heavenly planets. That we should be very careful. Okay. So, Prabhupada is writing that about 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, that he is describing how demoniac Hiranyakashipu was, demonic governments. So we have demonic governments here, like Hiranyakashipu governments only. They are all plunderers, rogues. The populace will be harassed on one side by scarcity of food and on another by heavy taxation by government. In other words, the people in most part of the world in this age are harassed by the ruling principles of Hiranyakashipu, which we see now. We are all arrested. We are all like, created by so many problems now. The advent of Kali Yuga is creating lots and lots of problems. And background is the Hiranyakashipu mentality. It's not Ram Rajya going on. It is Hiranyakashipu mentality. The politicians are like Hiranyakashipus. They want to enjoy and they want to conquer all the people and they give sufferings. So intelligent human beings should understand these things and always satatam, not only for getting relief from the material pains, but our real position is that. So if we feel that, okay, I have lots of problems here, so I have to get out of it, then we have inner motive. What the previous Acharya suggests us is, you attain your original position. Then wherever you are, you may be in this material world or you may be in spiritual world, you will be Nitya Mukta. There are two categories of living entities, Nitya Baddha and Nitya Mukta. We are Nitya Baddhas. Now to become out of this Nitya Baddha to Nitya Mukta is a real job which we have to do. Then Manus are praying. All the Manus offered their prayers as follows, as your order carriers. O Lord, we the Manus are the lawgivers for human society. But because of temporary supremacy of this great demon, Hiranyakashipu, our laws for maintaining Varnashrama Dharma were destroyed. O Lord, now that you have killed this great demon, we are in our normal conditions. Kindly order us, your eternal servants, what to do now. Manus are also called as Prajapatis. Means their job is to produce, to increase the progeny, to increase the living entities, different kinds of living entities. The Manus are like rulers of this material world. Especially they give us the law book. Manu Samhita is the law book for human beings. So Prabhupada many times quotes from Manu Samhita. So you may wonder, we have never seen Manu Samhita. We have seen Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. But the rules are given by the Acharyas for us. According to time, place, circumstances, the Acharyas give us how to live, what to do, all these rules. If you read Manu Samhita, one will be very much scared. There are so many laws. Like I was explaining about the Sri Dharma Paddhati in the women classes. The Sri Dharma Paddhati book is not easy. When I read it, I got very scared, in fact. But Prabhupada has given us how the Sri should follow her dharma in this Kali Yuga. Similarly, for human beings also, according to our present condition, to follow is really difficult. So for that only we follow this Yuga Dharma, Nama Sankirtan, and we take higher level. In higher pure devotional service, some things can be surpassed. Some rules and regulations of Manu Samhita can be. We are not karma kandis. We are doing bhakti yoga. So some concession is there given by the previous acharyas. So in that way, we need not be scared too much. So Manus, they are saying that we follow your orders. You please order us, we do. The main point they are telling here is Varnashrama. Varnashrama dharma is very, very important for the upliftment of the society. The communist parties, the politicians, they are all saying that we don't need, this caste system is very bad. It is not caste system. Actually, in due course of time, they made it like that. It is not caste system. Many people criticize that your God divided the society. You are the God. Your God created the caste system. He didn't create like it is in the present age. He created the Varnashrama Dharma, because each individual soul has its own desire and karma. However, you may impose some soul. Okay, now in Tamil Nadu or somewhere else, they allow non-Brahmins to chant mantras. You may allow, but it won't have effect. If unless somebody is a real Brahmana, they cannot do that job. See, each jiva's nature is there. So accordingly, this Varnashrama Dharma is happened, not according to your whims. If they understand this, they will not speak or they will not criticize the system of Varnashrama, which is created by the Lord. According to the jiva's qualification, he takes up the profession. Not by birth, definitely not by birth, but by their karma and their interest and their talents and their nature. Better we can say that each individual has a nature. Like if somebody is really fighting nature, really is in passion, really is powerful, is in very good in management, then they are Kshatriyas. If somebody is very intellectual and dedicated their life only for God's service, then they are Brahmanas. They cannot earn money by any other means except the kings should maintain them. Actually, Brahmanas are not supposed to work. They should not be under anyone. They should guide the society. So, but all this Varnashrama is destroyed by the demons, destroyed by the politicians. The Brahminical culture was like Brahminical culture was killed by the invaders into India. It was very nice. See, if somebody wants to destroy culture of a country, particularly Indian country's culture, India was destroyed by killing cows and by smashing Brahmanas. These two things, if somebody does to the society, then the society is collapsed. Our India degraded because of these two things, which the previous invaders did. The British and the Muslim kingdoms, the kings, they spoiled, they killed Indian culture because of this. But still it is existing, because they cannot totally cut off, totally destroy the Indian culture. It is still going on. So the Manu is saying that Varnashrama Dharma is very, very important, but this Hiranyakashipu destroyed it. But now you killed Hiranyakashipu, so we are reviving. So Prabhupada is giving how the Manu is sun god's son. So the sun god Vivaswan gave the knowledge to Manu. So this knowledge is coming from Krishna in the parampara, in the kingly parampara. Kings are also devotees. Though they are Kshatriyas, but they are supposed to be devotees. All the four classes, Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras, all should be devotees. It is not that, okay, only Brahmanas are devotees. Kshatriyas can be like that. They can do anything. No, not like that. All the Varnas and all the ashramas, they should follow Krishna consciousness. Then the society is good. So the king's duty is to see that everyone follows Krishna consciousness. So that's why this knowledge is given to sun god, and sun god gave it to Manu. So Prabhupada is writing, if we want peace and order in the society, in the human society, we must follow the principles laid down by the Manu Samhita and confirmed by the Supreme Personality of God, Krishna. So if we want to have peace and order, we need to follow Manu Samhita. Prabhupada is writing in the purport. Then now we are going to Prajapatis. O Supreme Lord, Lord of even Brahma and Shiva. They are very clear who is supreme. Okay. We, the Prajapatis, were created by you to execute your orders. But we were forbidden by Hiranyakashipu to create any more good progeny. So they can create, but not good progenies. Now the demon is laying dead before us, his chest pierced by you. Let us therefore offer our respectful obeisances unto you, whose incarnation in this form of pure goodness is meant for the welfare of the entire universe. So the Lord Narasimhadev appeared for the welfare of the whole universe. So time to time, Lord appears here because, the material world is full of suffering. Dukhalayam. So in between, Krishna is very merciful to come here, incarnate here, so that we can describe his leelas. So that the heavy problems will be solved. So Hiranyakashipu thought that, okay, I can continue my nonsense here. But Lord couldn't tolerate, because to protect his devotees and also to protect the other devotees. Demigods are also devotees. So they were all suffering. So to mitigate their suffering, he appeared. He appeared here, and they are saying that we will execute your orders. So this is the difference between demons and demigods. So there are two kinds of jivas. One, they follow the Lord. One, they don't follow the Lord. Within us also, half the time we follow Krishna consciousness, half the time we don't follow. So what it means? That we are not completely demigods, or we are not completely demons, 50-50 here and there. So when we are not Krishna consciousness, our demonic nature is ruling us. So this is also like a point that we should consider, that we are not 24 hours devotees. We should try to become 24 hours devotees. Half time, whenever we chant, we are devotees. Whenever we are with devotees, we are devotees. Other than that, we go out of devotion. So now our goal is to become Satatam Kirtayantomam. So always remember Krishna. Never forget Krishna. That goal we have to reach. Now we are taking up Krishna consciousness. We have not become completely Krishna conscious. That also we have to understand. Because even after becoming demigods, they are attached to material positions and material name, fame, all these things. They are devotees. They follow the orders, but they are still in material world. That is definitely an unfortunate condition, because the life in material world is definitely gives you troubles, and that is not complete happiness. That is not the goal. Though they are good, they are in the mode of goodness. They are not in the mode of pure goodness. So this is not our goal. This is not the Gaudiya Sampradaya devotees' goal. Our goal is to attain Krishna Prema. Our goal is to attain perfection. So though we appreciate demigods, but we don't want to follow them. Okay. The inhabitants of Gandharva Loka, now Gandharva Lokas, prayed, Your Lordship, we ever engage in your service by dancing and singing in dramatic performance. But this Hiranyakashipu, by the influence of his bodily strength and valor, brought us under his subjugation. Now he has been brought to this low condition by your Lordship. What benefit can result from the activities of such an upstart as Hiranyakashipu? So these obedient servants, Gandharvas, are also praying. Gandharvas are natural singers. They are like, they use nice instruments to sing for the Lord. Again, this is also not admired by pure devotees, because Gandharvas are also a kind of fancy devotees. Me in ISKCON, we have mostly Gandharvas only, fancy devotion. If we do fancy devotion, then we will held up in heavenly planets. There is a big risk. It's better we don't do this fancy devotion. We don't held up in heavenly planets. Better we can come back to earthly planets, take we may take birth in a poor family also, that is okay. But if we become like Gandharvas, like heavenly damsels, it is a big risk, because the life is prolonged here in this material world. And we will think that the demigods conditions are also like this. If you see any fancy people in this material world, like any film star or any celebrities, you go and ask them, interview them. They are all enjoying life. Hey, what's wrong with our life? Like that, their mood. I have seen some people also who are like this. They enjoy their life. Hey, what's the problem being here? We are nice. Like that mood they have. They have devotion. It is not that they don't have devotion. They have devotion. But they don't have a deep devotion. Devotion and deep devotion has a difference. Um, I have seen that what's her the famous Ambani's wife, very 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 rich lady. She in her daughter's marriage, a son's marriage, I don't know. She kept everyone, and then she is dancing for Krishna. That is a fancy devotion. In my words, in my understanding, I can say it is a fancy devotion. Devotion, when it comes strongly, means once you understand that you are akinchana. I have written an article in Tamil about this akinchana mentality. If any of you know that, please read that article. Unless one comes to the level of akinchana mentality, it's difficult to go to pure devotion. Devotion is there. Definitely that lady, I forgot her name. She has some devotion because, she's a rich lady and no need to have devotion also. But she has devotion. But it is not the desperate devotion of Kunti Maharani. She says, Janma, Aishwarya, Shruta, Shribis. All these things are obstacles in the path of devotional service. If you have a high family birth, if you have beauty, bodily beauty, money, all these things are obstacles. But if you are akinchana gocharam, if you feel, if you don't have anything, then, your devotion, will go very deeply. Or at least, if you understand that I am akinchana, I don't have anything. Because it is true. This is true. Because we don't have anything. Everything belongs to him. Ishavasham itam sarvam. Everything belongs to him. We are like servants given to us, or do this, like bank manager. Bank has lots and lots of money. Manager is handling it, but not even a single rupee is in for him. He can take his salary. Salary is given to him, but the whole money he cannot take. Oh, he is just a servant. So similarly, this body, this intelligence, whatever we have, everything is like this, given to us from Krishna. If we understand that and go to akinchana mentality, then there is a possibility. Otherwise, we will think that, we will become demigods. Becoming a demigod is not our goal. It prolongs our existence here in material world. It's very risky, very risky. So that's why Alvars are praying that we don't want to go to, we don't want to become Indra. Please, Please don't award this for us. What I want is just chant your holy name. I become your devotee for many lifetime, any number of lifetime, no problem. Let us become your devotees. But I don't want to rule the heavenly kingdom. I don't want to become Indra. So, devotees should be very clear, because the life in heavenly planets is very risky. Very risky, because one day one may be Indra, the next time he may be a pig. Pig. This lifetime is a prime minister of one country, next lifetime is a dog. This is how the material world is designed. So all these demigods who are praying, they had opulence, but because of Hiranyakashipu, everything washed away. Anyway, they have done a lot of pious deeds, so Krishna gave them back. If no pious deeds, then you will not get it back also. So this is the nature of the material world we need to understand. Okay. So there I end. The rest five, yeah, 56, we will do it next week. Please, any comments, any doubts, please ask. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you for the wonderful class, Mataji. I just had a question. So here we are seeing that Hiranyakashipu wants to kill Narasimhadev, like he wants to become powerful. But like we know, right, means killing means to destroy the body. So how can the body of Narasimhadev be destroyed? Like every demon they're trying to kill Lord means how can they kill Lord? Like they're interacting with Narada Muni, they're interacting with Brahma, Shiva. They should know that Lord is supreme and it's impossible to kill. So like just
that is their understanding. That is, they are very dull-headed. No, they know this, that they can gain power, and they don't know that they cannot do anything with Narad Muni also. Yeah, when he wanted to try to kill Narad Muni, he couldn't kill, because Narad Muni is not a jiva, right? He is a liberated person. That he didn't understand, so he wanted to kill, but Narad Muni cannot be killed. So this is a solution. This is a solution. That's why he is fighting with the... Actually, Hiranyakashipu, of course, Hiranyakashipu's eternal position is Jaya and Vijaya. But here he is acting as a real demon. Real demons we have seen in...
because even in in Krishna book we read that Duryodhana and even Dhritarashtra, they know the supremacy of the Lord. They know,
but
that Lord
again, by the influence of modes, 3 modes. By the influence of modes, they go down. This is the nature of material world again, because it clouds the mind. If you are not determined to get out of this material world, the material world will conquer, means the Maya will conquer the mind, the person's intelligence. So the intelligence will be covered. He know that Brahma is supreme power. He did tapasya and all. Brahma himself is superior to him. Then what to speak of Krishna? But Hiranyakashipu is again, his intelligence is clouded by Maya. So Maya is powerful in material world. It clouds the minds. So they think that they can even destroy Lord. So they don't have this. The basic point in spiritual life is that we are not the body, but they are working for the body, no? Any scientist you take, any atheist you take. So that's why they are doing all this researches, no? How to prolong the life, how to have long life. They don't understand. That's why so much researches are going on. And they want to live long, and they want to go to moon. What is the stupidity? By the time they plan to go to moon, The scientist may die, right? It is all waste of time. But what to do? That their intelligence is clouded, covered by Maya.
Okay, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Any other doubts? Demigods. You want to become demigods? When I see, even in ISKCON, when I see some devotees aspire to become president or aspire to become leaders, I internally laugh at that because, it is definitely against Vaishnava principle. Vaishnava principle is to become dasana, 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 das. But some may have that some may have the capacity to become leader. But again, to that person, it is not good. To becoming a leader, to that particular person, unless they are like Parikshit Maharaj, Yudhishthira Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, such a great souls, if they are not into that pure level, then it is detrimental to themselves. They may nicely manage, they may lead perfectly the society, or they may do some good to the society, but it is not good for them. That's my opinion. So it is a very, very great risk if somebody wants to become a demigod or to become a leader in devotional society also, devotee society also. So better to remain humble and do service and try to focus more on keeping our mind in the lotus feet of the Lord. So, no doubts, huh? Okay. Any general doubts? Rohini Mataji, you have any general doubts? Ruchira Mataji.
No, Mataji.
No, okay. Okay. So next week we will see the last part of this demigod prayers. Vancha kalpadarubhasya kripa sindhibhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Dhanyavad.